Okay.
Why do top product
हो गया सर
companies
डन.
hire DevOps engineers? Because companies that have a DevOps team tend to have a higher need with a very
Hi everyone. Good evening to all here. So sorry, actually we were fixing our setup. Suddenly somehow got a technical glitch. Do let me know. Am I audible and visual to all? And how many of you are present as of now? Right now, just resolved. I called the technical team and then they fixed it. Do let me know. Am I audible and visual to all? I'm waiting in chats. Do let me know. And if yes, tell me how's the energy. We are back for a very short period of time. It was paused because of few reasons, but still, I guess I have to fix my setup first. Then we'll proceed in this. But anyway, how's the energy? We'll resume this. We will continue it. Okay. Cool, yeah, cool. Again, here I have few questions. I'll answer them first. How many questions today? It will solve one question, but then I'll tell you the similar questions as well. You don't have to worry about. Second thing, uh, somebody was asking, sir, is it necessary to watch previous videos of this series? Yeah, again, if you're preparing for even a single company, I'll highly suggest watch from one video till here. And yeah, you'll understand everything from this particular live as well. But the previous questions are super important. I'll suggest that if you're watching, then watch completely. Okay. Thank you, Ajad. Okay, cool, yeah, cool, cool. So now I guess we can begin. We can begin. So today's question we have in the same series, array with two pointer, and the important thing is that you noticed we'll do the code in three languages: Java, C++, and Python. Because multiple of you are having different expertise in different languages. So we'll target Java, C++, and Python. In three languages, we'll write the code. Okay, cool. Yeah, math series and array series we already completed, and now what's going on? Array with two pointer. Okay, cool. Yeah. So I believe that you already understand what is two pointer. Like they will take two variables and try to do the things with the allow two variables only. So that is a two pointer, right? Sir, why you have not done live in many days? Uh, Actually, Susmita, we were facing few technical glitches here in the Bangalore office. But anyhow, on 17 or 18, we will have a complete setup. Then we'll be coming regularly. Okay. Anyhow, we tried to do it today, and you know that it's already 30 minutes late, right? So that's why, nothing more. And this particular problem we'll solve today. To some second, input array sorted. This problem has been asked in Amazon, Apple, Bloomberg, Facebook, Goldman Sachs, Google, Microsoft, and PayPal. So you know the name of the company. Now you know the importance of this problem as well, right? So we'll understand what is the problem statement. For that purpose, what we'll do, we'll go to the LeetCode and then we'll search for it. Okay, we will search for it. Yeah, here I was fixing the things. Look at this. My team was on Google Meet. They were fixing everything. So now we are good to go. Okay, I'll search for the LeetCode. I'll search for the LeetCode. This is a problem number 167. I'll go here and we will search for it. Okay, clear. And in these remaining days, how many of you are practicing? 167. I was seriously waiting for this series, yeah. That when I can continue. I was seeing messages every day, and I highly appreciate after waiting 30 minutes, all of you are here. I highly appreciate that. It's not audible. Little louder, sir. Is it so? Do let me know. Am I audible now? Am I audible now? And this is the problem statement. Okay, this is the problem statement. To some second input array is sorted. Okay, so given a one indexed array of integers, numbers that is already sorted in non-decreasing order. So which means that we will have one array numbers where we will have the values already sorted in non-decreasing order, means ascending order. So what we have to do? What we have to do? Find two. This is you need to do, right? Find two numbers such that they add up to a specific target. They add up to a specific target. Do let me know. Am I audible clearly now? I'm louder now. Do let me know. Am I audible now? Find two numbers such that they add up to a specific target number. Let these two numbers be numbers index 1 and index 2, where the values of in this particular, like the values in this particular array and indexes will be at least 1. The index is starting from 1. And look at this, I'll tell you what the meaning of this. Okay, one indexed array, that is actually a pretty cool thing here. That is a pretty cool thing here, one indexed array, because generally the arrays are 0 indexed, but this is one index. But how is this one index, I will tell you. And before that, do let me know, am I audible now? Kirti, you were saying like, please tell me, is it fixed now? If this is fixed, then only we'll move ahead. Okay, so now what has mentioned, like return the indices of two numbers, index 1 and index 2, by one as integer array, means like this, the length of 2. Okay, cool here. So what we have to do here, what happened? I don't know here. I guess today why I'm facing these kinds of technical issues, I don't know. The voice is not so clear. Still it is not clear. Yeah, why is this? Let me check. Yeah, I guess everything is sorted from my end. Everything is sorted from my end, I guess. Just give me a second. I'll do one thing. I'll remove this audio capture first. Okay, and I'll add it again. Again, it's a audio USB1. Okay, yeah, I hope now I'm audible. Tell me, I hope now I'm audible, at least. Very low. Still it's very low. Now is it fine? Please tell me, now is it fine? Kirtin Azad, please tell me, now is it fine? If it's fine, please write fine. I'll understand from it. Okay, now it's a proper. Cool, yeah, thank God. Anyhow, now we are able to continue this. Okay, so now what I has given, 2 to 3 important things here. First is the array is one indexed. Okay, you will have one index sorted array that they have mentioned. What you have to do, they will give you one target. You need to return two indexes which will add up to this target value. Like, and the again there will be exactly one solution, right? You may not use the some different element twice. Okay, so now we understand the problem statement that we have an array. There we have to find two elements. If we'll get the sum of these two elements, that will be equal to the target, right? And any of we are in the series of two pointers, so we'll try to solve this problem with the help of two pointer. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll go to our slides again and I'll show you how we can approach this problem. Okay, not beginning, we already know this. Cool, yeah, now here, cool. Yeah, I especially want to thank to everybody who is still here even after seeing a lot of glitches. And trust me, I'll deliver the value here. Anyhow, in this series, when the series will end, nobody can stop you to cracking any coding interview. Okay, so now here, let's say take the example, the numbers array we have. Let's say nums array we have numbers or anything. Let's say you have value 2, 7, 11, okay, it's already sorted, they have mentioned, right? And the target was target was, let's say, 9. Target they had 9, right? So we need to return a particular array where we will have the index of the element whose sum will be equal to 9 of two element, right? And there will be exact one solution only. So look at this, as of now 2 and 7, if you get the sum of them, that will become 9. And here what we can do in the result, what we can have, we can have this index 0 and index 1. This will be our output. But the problem is this will not be output. Why? Because they have mentioned one indexed array. One indexed array. So yeah, what is the problem is that in Java you cannot have one indexed array. In Java you cannot have one indexed array. But then how you'll solve this problem? Indexes will normally start from 0 only. But for returning out, because they specially mentioned that they need, because they are assuming from starting from one index. Actual output this should be, but what they have mentioned one index, which means we will return by doing 1 plus. Like if this was available on 0, so we will make it 1. The output will be 1, and this was available on the 1 index, we'll make it 2. 1 comma 2. Why? Because they have mentioned one index. They have mentioned one index. Normally in Java, there is a no one index array. So you'll iterate it from 0 to n minus 1, but you'll return by doing plus 1. They're expecting their checking method, the checking method is for one index, but the given problem is 0 index. I hope I'm clear to you. I hope I'm clear to you. That given, like how you'll iterate this, you'll iterate from 0 to n minus 1, which is fine. That is the normal array. But for returning the output, you have to consider one index, which means that if your output is 0 comma 1, you have to return 1 comma 2 by making plus 1. Okay, by making plus 1. Okay, so now how we can approach this problem? For example, this was sorted right here. Let's take another thing. Okay, let's take another thing. We have another example. In the numbers array they has given to us, let's say 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 6 comma 7 comma 8 we have. Okay, now thing is that they ask for the target value. Let's say I'm assuming target is 9 again, but you cannot have repeated things. So here these things will be up to 9, and this is also up to 9. Yeah, 9 we cannot have. So I'll ask for the 10. So 10 again, these will be 10. I'll ask for 11. Is it possible to make 11 here? No, 11 is not possible. So I'll ask the target for 11. Look at this in this example. Okay. So let's say we have target 11. Now how we can solve this problem? Think about it. Think about it. How you can apply two pointer, because this is an array with two pointer series, right? So any of the problems we will solve with the help of two pointers. And anyway, when you're dealing with the two indexes, like swapping, you'll always use two pointer. Okay. So now what can idea in your brain that, let's say if I ask you, we can assume a left here and we can assume a right here. Two pointers we have right here. We'll try to add the value. Let's say add 1 and 8. 1 plus 8, left and right. This becomes 9. Tell me, if this particular sum is less than target, then what should be your first approach? You should increase the value for maximizing the sum. And how you can increase? Because anyhow right is on the maximum peak, on the peak's value. Yes or no? So you want to increase the value, you have to do left plus plus to increase the value, because as long as you will increase in the right part, you will have more greater value, and your sum will increase, right? So now what will happen? Look at this. You'll do this sum again. So sum of 2 and 8, that becomes 10. Still 10 is less than 11. So what you'll do? Left plus plus. Why? Because if you do plus plus, you will have more greater value. So what you will do? You will have now 3. And 3 plus 8 becomes 11. You got the target. You just need to return it. But how? The index was here 2. The index was here what? 3, 4, 5, 6. But your output will be 3, 7. Why? Because array is one indexed. For output thing, array is one indexed. For problem thing, it's a zero indexed, because that always remain in Java, right? That always remain in Java and C plus and Python. But for output, you have to make it plus 1. You have to make it what? You have to make it plus 1. Tell me, is this concept clear to all? Is this particular concept clear to all? I'm taking another example here. Let's say we have numbers. Which is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And I'm assuming we have been asked for 11, like target should be 11. Again, target should be 11. So what you will do, you will take again your left here, or not 11 here. I want to give you a good example. Let's say target has been asked for yep. Anyhow, we have to take this now. So now what you'll do, you'll take a left here because that is not possible in this. So now right is here. What you'll do, you'll try to add them. So their addition will come as of now 2 and 6 becomes 8, which is less than 11. If this is less than, increase the left. So what you will have? You will have 9 now. 6 and 3 becomes 9. 9 is still less than 11. Increase the left again. You will have 6 plus 4 becomes what? This becomes 10, and 10 is still less than 11. You will do left plus 4. You come here, and 5 and 6 becomes 11. Now 11 is equals to 11. Return the indexes. The index, this index has 3, this is 4. The output will be 4 comma 5. Why? Because they are assuming one indexed array. They are assuming what? They are assuming one indexed array. Yeah, tell me, is this particular concept clear to all? Now we can move ahead with the solution. Right? Now we can move ahead with the solution. So that's how it will work. But again, what will happen? Like I'll take another example. If we have in the test cases, so I'll take that example again. Let's say we have target, but anyhow, this will not be a good thing. This is not also, no worries, you'll understand. We'll figure out another example if you will not understand. But in comment, I want a complete interaction like it's an offline class. Okay. अरे बता दो भाई. Is it clear? If this is clear, then what I will do, I'll write the code. If this is clear, then I'll write the code again. Okay, cool, yeah, cool. So now we can move ahead with the code here. First I'll write in Java, then I will write in C++, then I will write in, okay, great. So now first I will write in Java, then I will write in C++, then Python. I hope that's fine for all. Okay, so in Java what we can do, we can assume two pointers. First is left. So left is starting from 0 index, and right is starting from the last index, and last index is always length minus 1. So numbers dot length minus 1. Okay, so now we have the first element, we have the last element. Cool, yeah. We'll write a logic here. While this left is less than right, which means that two pointer are in a proper way, because left would be less than the right. When left will be greater or equal, then you don't have the two elements, right? Cool, yeah. So now here I'll take the sum. So the sum is the numbers and the left plus numbers, then I'll write right here. Okay, so you have this. The condition was if the sum is equals to what? Target, which means you have the value, you need to return an array. They are asking the output in array, so we will return an array here. So return a new, I'll create an array here again. So here the value should be whatever the value of left plus 1, right? Because they are assuming one index. That's why we're doing plus 1 here. Important thing. Because interviewer asked, because today I've asked in an interview. I was taking an interview, one candidate had given the same question and he wasn't able to explain this. So I thought like I should explain here as well. So now here in the else, if the another condition can be, if sum is not equal, then there is a possibility sum is less than. If sum is less than the target value, what we were doing? We were doing left plus plus to have more greater value, by which sum could be increased, right? Again, if this is not the case, we'll do right minus minus. Why? Because if sum is greater than the target, they have to reduce the sum. And the best way to reduce something, to reduce by subtract by the biggest value, and biggest value available on the right part, right? So now here, if this comes, we'll return this. Otherwise, if this is not a case, then we'll return here. We'll return here new int what? They mentioned like nothing is there, then we have to return minus and minus 1. Always remember that. If it is not even mentioned, you will do the same thing always. Okay, because anyhow this is a method and you have to return something here. Okay, so now we'll try to run this code. Here, what happened to this? Cool. We'll try to run this code and we'll see it. I hope this has been accepted. Yes, this has been accepted. Now I'll submit this particular thing. I'll submit it. Cool, here. Yes, submitted successfully, right? Submitted successfully. So I hope this is clear to all, how we can write this particular logic in Java. Now the same thing. But again, I will also do dry run. Do you need a dry run? Write dry run. If you need a dry run, I'll also do a dry run of this particular code. Okay, to make you more understand. To make you more understand. Cool. Yeah. So now, if we what if we write this particular code in, let's say in C++? I'll copy the same code because there is only little syntax change, nothing more, nothing more. I'll choose C++. I'll come here. I'll paste the same thing because in C++ you don't have length method. You have size. You have size. Okay, and in C++ we don't return like this. Okay, you will have these only curly braces. That's it. That's it. And here you'll remove this int and new. Resting is same. Okay, resting is same. We have taken two pointers left and right. We try to get the sum. If the sum is equal, we're returning it. If this is, if sum is less than, we are increasing the left point to have the maximum greater value. And again, if sum is greater, then we are reducing by reducing the right part. Okay. And again, if you need a dry run, write dry run. I'll give you a dry run also. Okay. So this is a C++ code. We'll try to submit this now. Directly submit it here. I guess we don't have any error. Already checked. Okay. Working fine. Beating 100%. Okay. Now we'll do in Python as well. Now we will do in Python as well. So what will be the code in Python? Anyhow, I'm little lazy. So what I'll do, I'll copy that same code and I'll change the syntaxes. Yeah, I know there's nothing. There's nothing. So I'll take the same syntax. But anyhow, in Python, you don't write int. You don't define a data type. Okay. So and also semicolons are not required. So I'll remove this int. And again, in Python, you don't have this length or size method. So what you have to write here, len method for getting the size of the list and the list name numbers. Okay, you don't need this. Again, the left, you will not use curly braces here, you'll use the colon. Again, you don't need a data type here. Okay, cool here. Again, similar for this if, you'll use the colon here. Return, you have to use a square bracket, not this curly braces. Okay, not this curly braces. We need to use a square bracket to return a list in Python. Okay, so I'll do this. Now here actually you don't have this this else if. You have elif here. Okay, you have what? You have elif here. So now this is a condition, and here again you don't have curly braces. You will not have these semicolons, and plus plus one is also not available. So you have to write left plus one, left plus one. Okay, and now in the again for this else part, we have to remove this particular curly braces. And anyhow, you're learning with DSA or that languages too. So dry run also, please. Sure, we'll do this. We'll do that. Okay. Now here again, write minus minus is not available, so we have to do write -1 to update it. Okay, and again we'll remove this. So now at the end you have to remove this as well. You don't need it. Cool here. Now here you'll return in a square bracket, not like this. So I'll use a square bracket here for Python. Cool. And I hope now I've fixed all the syntaxes. Oh, this has missed. We'll run this code. Okay, we'll run this code. We'll see. And anyhow, languages are same. If you know one language, that is fine. Anyhow, what you need to just understand the problem solving. Accepted. Cool. I'll submit this. I'll submit this. So now we have submitted in Python as well. Now we'll do a dry run as well. Okay, we will do a dry run as well. We'll do a dry run as well. So I'll copy the same code, let's say in a Python or in something. That doesn't matter. Okay, that doesn't matter like which language we choose. It's always the same thing. It's always the same thing. Okay, it's always the same thing. And anyhow, you learn the different languages here as well. Right. So write in resume that you know a different thing as well. Cool. Yeah. So what I'll do, I'll keep this. We'll go to the slide. I'll paste this code, particular code, to explain you the things to get a dry run of it. Okay, I'll paste it here. Oh no, I have to change the color as well. The color, I guess red is fine. No, red is very bad. I'll take the yellow one. Okay, I guess now this is fine. Cooler. Line size, if we can increase to 1. Perfect. Perfect. Now we'll do a dry run. Okay, from current slide. Cool. Now let's see how this is working. Okay, anyhow, this is, you understand, is a pseudo code if you are not from Python or something. Okay, and cool, yeah, cool. So now look at this, look at this. Let's assume that you had a numbers array, numbers, here you have list numbers array as let's say you have 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5, not 5, actually I don't want to create a pattern of 7 here. You have 8. Okay, you have 8. Cool. And the target value, you have, let's say 7. I hope nobody will format more than one thing. Okay, you have target as 7. So what, how you'll do this? You have a left pointer which is pointing out to 0. The left on step number 1. On step number 1, yeah, I'll erase this. On step number 1, step 1, you have left which is 0, right? You have right which is what? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 4 now. So what you'll do, you'll try to, you'll check here in the step number 1. Is this left? Is this left? I'll write left for L and right for R. Okay. So is this true? Yes, this is true. In this while loop, particular while loop, again you'll get the sum of both the elements. You get the sum of both the elements. Okay. So now the sum of both the elements means 1 and 8 becomes what? 9. So you will have what? You will have 9 here. Sum you will have which is 9. Sum you will have 9. Red color sounds very bad, so I'll take a white. So sum you will have 9. Okay. Now here you'll check, is this sum equals to target? Is this 9 equals to 7? No, this is not. So this if will not work. What you'll do, you'll come to the else if part. Right. So else if part, you'll check this. Is this sum less than 9? Less than 7? No. Is this sum like 9? Is this 9 less than 7? No, this is not. This is not true. Then you'll come to the else part. Why? Because your sum is greater than the target value. If sum is greater, you have to reduce the value. So you, when you try to reduce something, you always subtract the largest value. Largest value is available on the right part. So you'll do right minus minus. So right will become 3. Previously it was 4. So next time what will happen? You will come here. You reach the end of the loop. You will come here again on the while. You will check. Tell me, is this left which was 0? Is this 0? Is it 0 less than 3? Yes, it is. Come here and calculate the sum again. So you come here and calculate the sum again. On the left 0, 0 index you had 1 and this 4. You become 5, right? Sum became 5. So sum became 0, 1 plus 4 becomes 5. So now you'll again compare here. Is this 5 equals to target? No, this is not. So this is not true. Again, is the sum less than the target? Yes, it is. Is this sum less than the target? Yes, it is. Like this 5 is less than 7. If this is the case, you need to increase the value to increase the sum. So what you will do, you'll increase the value of left, and left comes here on 2, right? On 2. So what you'll do, left will become 1 index. Left will be 1 here. You reach the end of the loop, you'll come here again, you'll check it. You will check it. Okay, you will check it. You'll come here, anyhow the upper part will not be appear because of my image. So what I'll do, I'll write here. Okay. So what you'll hear in the third step, what you'll do, you'll come here, you'll check the condition again. Is this 1 less than 3? Yes, it is. So now what you'll do, this while loop will work again. You'll calculate the sum again. So you'll try to calculate the sum of 2 and 4. Again, this becomes 6. So 6 is not equals to target, right? And again, 6 is less than 7. So again, left plus plus. If the left plus plus, come to the fourth step. In the fourth step, what you will have? You will have like left plus plus, and left, the value of left become 2. So the second index, which is third, and right is on the third index, which is 4. So the sum of 3 and 4 becomes 7. This target will be true. Sum equals to 7. When this is true, you'll return this particular thing. Why left plus 1 and right plus 1? Why not this left and right? Because they have mentioned you have one index array. So they will evaluate your answer based on one index. Anyhow, you're solving this on the 0 index. Why? Because arrays are always 0 index. But because their output checking process, they have already mentioned is a one index array, you have to make it plus 1. So your genuine output should be what? Like this is second index or this is third index. So the output should be 2, 3. But the output will be 3, 4. Because they are assuming one index array. They are assuming one index array. Tell me, is this clear to all? Please do let me know. Is this clear to all? Are you able to understand this? Are you able to understand this? Then I'll give you the similar problems to solve. Anyhow, I want energy. I want like responses. that people are understanding, right? Dancer, cool, cool, yeah, cool, Karan, cool. And always be high energetic. Whatever you'll ask from me, I'll give it to you. But at the end, what matters is that I want your success. Done, cool, yeah, cool, Azad, cool. So now what you can try here, these are good questions. Like two sum is very nice question. We were solving two sum second, which was a medium level problem, but you have this two sum, which is a easy level problem. Okay, I guess it is easy level problem. Yeah, you can attempt it. Similar question, nothing different, but there's something cool. Okay, there's something cool. So I want that you should try this two sum problem. And trust me, this problem also has been asked in multiple companies. The LeetCode problem number one, two sum. Okay, see you in the next live. But anyhow, we are we will resume this particular live maybe around 17 or 18 of March. I'm going to my hometown after a very long time. So that time I want to be here, right? But anyhow, if in between I come, then you'll get a notification. So stay tuned with the everything. And again, if you enjoyed the live, just like the video. If any exams are coming, and I highly request you all that watch that LeetCode series completely. That will help you a lot in the logic building, because I've designed in such a way that if somebody understands from 1 to n, nobody can beat them in logic. Like beat them, not you want to be a champion to qualify the ICPC, but you will be at least a capability to crack the interviews, all the coding interviews. You will have that capability. Okay, so can we wrap? Bye bye to all. Okay, yeah, cool. And thanks once again, yeah. After even seeing a lot of technical glitch, everybody was here. I'm very glad to see you guys. Bye bye all. See you in the next live. Definitely, I will continue, Kirti. But what I want that everybody will join on time. It will be all the technical issues will be fixed after 17-18 March. Okay. Bye bye to all. Have a good day ahead.